Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Taffy, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Let's go ahead and get our Cain run going. Our Cain situation here is that he's not nearly as good as he used to be in games past, but he's still... Oh god, don't do that. Don't start that way. He's still a damn sight better than Maggie, but then again, there's not a whole lot that isn't. It's worth... Oh shoot, okay, yeah, hold on. It's worth noting, new subs. We have an agreement here at the cave. If I ever forget to show you the seed, I will buy you gourmet popcorn from momandpopcorn.com. Not all of you. I'll pick one lucky winner. I would quickly bankrupt myself. M84VKJ9T. Yeah, we've got an affiliate code with a place called momandpopcorn.com. Super nice people. And it's not like I'm getting massive kickbacks from this situation. It's just, they're nice. They were nice enough to give us this affiliate code. I have not even made enough money off of the affiliate code for them to merit sending me a check. Like, they have a set amount where they're just like, yeah, sure, man, if you help us sell such and such amount of popcorn and make such and such amount of money for yourself, we'll go ahead and mail you a check. I haven't made enough to buy myself lunch, so, oh man, this is not a good item. Jump is basically a spacebar item that allows you to clear small gaps or get over rocks. You know, it's a poor man's flying ability, or it's actually a poor man's ladder. Like, that's how bad it is. It's a poor man's ladder. So, yeah, man, the popcorn jackals is what we lovingly refer to. Oh, jeezy Pete's, we could totally die here if we're not careful. If we're not careful. The popcorn jackals is what we refer to our compatriots as, the fine folks who scout out every video and let me know that they've got their eyes peeled just in case I forget the seed and end up ultimately needing to pay somebody some popcorn money. Is this our secret room? Let's find out. It most certainly is, and inside it we get infamy, which is not a bad pickup. Infamy will occasionally block bullets for us that come in, so on those rare occasions, he says, slightly tongue-in-cheek, on those rare occasions where we do take damage, or we do have damage incoming, okay. We will actually be in a situation where once in a blue moon, and I don't know what, you know, we have Luckfoot. I don't know if anytime I don't understand something, I just generally assume that Luckfoot has something to do with it, or the luck stat has something to do with how it procs. So, oh, we have Curse of the Moderately Annoyed. That's fine. Wow, we've got, one of these is a shop and one of these is a something. Alright, so this is our shop. I won't regret, you know, using one of our keys here if we end up getting something really cool from whatever the heck this is. In all honesty, it can't be worse than Jump. Okay, so we got a bunch of cards. Emperor card is cool, Fool card is okay, Stars card is useful, Wheel of Fortune card. We're going to take the Stars card, because that means when we get down to the next floor, should we survive to the next floor, we can instantly teleport. We can use that card to instantly teleport to our item room. Hopefully it'll be something useful that we can use right off the bat. We have no keys anymore. I was hoping that that was like a library, that we'd get a better book or something. It did not pan out that way. It's not the end of the world. That said, if the Maggie run that we just completed did anything to open my eyes, it's that we got spoiled. We started this series, this Rebirth series off by putting together a nifty little streak, and I really felt as though I was winning frequently enough and with such ease that I was having to manufacture narratives to make it sound interesting because we weren't ever really in peril. And I felt like that was going to kind of continue to be a thing that happened forever. It's not that way. And I used to say this, and I used to wholeheartedly believe it, was that this game is tough enough that if you don't take it serious... Can I not jump over that? I want to jump over that. Yeah! This game is serious enough that if you don't pay it homage, if you don't mind it, if you don't treat it with the proper respect, and assume that every single time that, even in situations where you think you have the lead and that you're going to beat the game, if you don't treat it as though it's always just a stone's throw away from turning the corner and destroying you, then eventually at some point that's going to catch up with you. So we have an agreement here in the cave that I will do my best to come up with like neat item synergies and things that are kind of interesting when it is convenient. But for the most part, my job, I've decided that my job essentially during these runs is to win. I got to make sure I win, because nobody, you know, unless you're Northern Lion, nobody supports the lovable loser. except God, he's turned a whole career out of it. Northern Lion is a really good Binding of Isaac player. Don't get me wrong. There were people in Ian's video that were just like, "Oh man, you said you were playing Isaac with Ryan, and I thought you were playing with Northern Lion." And in my heart, if I'm being 100% honest, I was just like, "Yeah, that would have made a better video." Like I can't argue it, man. I would have been 100% like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest video of all time." Who the hell is this McLaffyTaffy loser? You know, I was with you guys. Those, oh my God, Cricket's head right off the bat, which is a damage multiplier. It just means that we take the damage that we're doing and we stack it up. We're one-shotting these flies, which is good. So yeah, they're, you know, I tease Northern Lion, who is he's aware of me. I would call him an acquaintance. I wouldn't call us friends. We've never done a video together. We have chatted a couple times. He was going to try to catch up with me at PAX because I don't know, like, to say I'm the president of his fan club is kind of goofy and lame, and yet at the same time, like, he checked one time. He had some sort of YouTuber's compatriot app that basically showed him analytics data for his channel, and he mentioned once in Twitter that Twitter basically listed me as his most I don't know, most subscribed, largest fan channel. Like as far as his subscribers went, like I packed the most clout, which I guess doesn't say a whole lot about the people watching his videos and commenting, but still, he is aware of me. He and I were going to try to catch up at PAX, but it just didn't happen, and that's totally kosher. I just saw that Tinted Rock. I'm gonna go back and try to get that in the not so distant future. So, you know, I'm a huge NL fan, so when I dog him, please don't take that as a sign of disrespect. I would, you know, I've recorded with Sea Nanners, I've recorded with, you know, Ian, I've recorded with, you know, Bayesian Canadian, I've recorded with some of the biggest names in YouTube, man. And Northern Lion, I would lose my shit a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I would be a little bit starstruck. Oh, I want both. I want both. I want both. I want both. I'm gonna take both. Yeah, I would lose my shit a little bit over NL. The dude is super cool, but yeah, you know, nobody's really hanging out to check out the Lovable Losers channel with that rare exception. So, you know, I don't necessarily mean like, oh, I gotta be as good as Cobalt Streak, who at one point I think put together a 127 win streak, some ridiculous number. But I do want to try to do well. Like, it's important to me to do well. What is going on here? Alright, well, I found pills is obviously not something that's going to help us out a lot, but I wanted to, just in case it was like Lemon Party or something, I wanted to give us a chance to do some damage to enemies. The death card is, I'm trying to reach a point where I go back to explaining what everything does, because I know, like I said, we have a whole lot of new viewers, and a lot of them are new to the game, and so I want to reward that curiosity by trying to help sort of nurse your transition into a long and fruitful Isaac playing career, because the game is stupid fun. The death card is a card that instantaneously deals damage to every enemy in the room. I'm kind of saving it for like a big room where kind of hairy stuff is going on that I don't really feel like dealing with. This is a pretty good candidate. Guppy's Paw will take permanent red hearts that we have up there in our heart health bar and convert them into spirit hearts. Spirit hearts, once they get hit and go away, do not come back. So we are kind of in a hairy spot right now. We cannot take another deal with the devil because the way that it's structured, we would have to pay 3 spirit hearts for said deal with the devil, and that would kill us. I mean, it would let us do it. It would kill us. So it won't offer us red heart deals because the artificial intelligence of the game acknowledges that we have no red hearts to give. So we either need to get more spirit hearts or we need to take something like 9 lives that will kill us and bring us back. That is, what, Ares ramming speed? This just means that when it's not a good one, you'll see a lot of those horoscope signs, those astrological signs pop up, and a lot of them are really good, and some of them are super mediocre. And this turns out to be one of the super mediocre ones, in my opinion. It means that when we run into certain enemies, we'll do a little bit of damage. Whoop-de-free can do. It means I've got to take damage in the erstwhile, so I'm not really crazy about it. So yeah, I guess, long story short, when it comes to quote-unquote the streak, or any sort of streak whatsoever, I prefer to show you guys runs where I win, and it bugs me when I don't win. I don't think of myself as a narcissist or anything like that. Let's just start whittling out this area. It's like, there's so much chicanery going on right here that I don't trust myself to not get hurt. As much as I want to lobby and get a deal with the devil set up, I also want to survive long enough to worry about taking said deal. So to do that, I need to kill this dude. Thank you. Oh, we discovered a secret room of some sort. So yeah, I get really kind of miffed when I don't win. Hey, 2/3 of the Guppy transformation. If we get 3 of these items that look like they come from a black cat, we become Guppy, which is, I think, the most powerful transformation in the game. Here's actually kind of a critical point. Do we take Guppy's head or Guppy's paw? Guppy's paw changes our red hearts into spirit hearts. Guppy's head is instant damage the moment we walk through the door, and our flies, which do a slight multiplier of our tier damage, will actually clear out enemies pretty swiftly. We got Mom's Key from the shop. Mom's Key is an item that I believe, at the very least with golden chests, but maybe with all chests. I'm not 100% sure on the mathematics of that, but at least on golden chests, possibly on regular chests, gives us much higher payouts of like keys and coins and spirit hearts and stuff like that. Plus it gives us 2 keys right off the bat. So super good item. Anytime you have the chance, it's one of those items that it's a must pick up anytime you can afford it. I could have picked up a spirit heart and given myself the opportunity for a deal with the devil. That said, it's too good. The Mom's Key is too good. We got 2 keys, and it's going to pay us out with consumables over the course of the long haul. I could go bomb. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go bomb our donation machine. As you donate to your donation machine, you actually improve the quality of your shop. You get more items out of your shop. You get better quality items out of your shop in some cases. So to take money back is, yeah, it's detrimental, but in this situation we needed it because it is going to give a... Wow, Peep. You really want to dog me like this in front of our new friends? In this situation, it's going to ensure our survivability, and on the off chance that we get a chance to take a deal with the devil, we're going to want to go ahead and do that as well, especially if it's like 9 lives. There's really no reason not to take that. That said, the biggest qualifier here is don't take damage. The eyes are super tricky to navigate. They didn't used to be in Vanilla Isaac in the original Flash game. The eyes didn't... I don't want to even say that the eyes made contact with tears. Wow, we just barely bounced that one off us there. There we go. But now I feel like it's really hard to navigate and manage their... It's really hard to navigate and manage their trajectory. I'm gonna do this. I feel like if we just kind of commit to it... Oh, that makes me wonder whether or not we should take Guppy's paw with us. There's not a... Well, okay, I don't want to say there's not a wrong answer. I didn't feel like there was a wrong answer last run when I played the blood bank and was like, oh, well, how much health should I take down? As it turns out, there was a wrong answer there, and it ended up costing us the run in the final seconds. Okay, well, I was hopeful. Those curse rooms will take a heart of health, and yet at the same time, we could have picked up our 3rd Guppy item there, and at that point, I feel pretty comfortable calling this a 1 run. We're doing enough damage. I'm going to take Guppy's paw. I'm not worried about our damage, I'm worried about our health. Right now, our damage is just fine. The flies are a nice perk, but if we can stay alive long enough to get the final Guppy piece that we're missing, that's going to sort us out the rest of the way. For everybody who's been kind of concerned about how I sound like, I want to say Oki-san called it hammer. No, it was Wyatt. It might have been Wyatt Rumor who said I sounded like hammered shit. You weren't wrong. The allergies, man. The allergies were just destroying me, but I feel like I'm finally on an upswing. I feel like I don't constantly have a Kleenex shoved up my nostril. I feel like I'm not constantly clearing my throat. I'm feeling better, and I appreciate everyone who's shown concern and know that, yeah, I've been kind of nursing myself and trying to get good rest because my voice is my instrument, and I want desperately to not sound like some sort of hospice patient that you guys are like, well, let's go ahead and watch and like his videos because he'll be dead soon. Like I'm, you know, that Nana that you just don't care about. You're just like, okay, great, we'll go talk to Nana, it's fine. Okay, we'll go see Uncle Taffy, and God, he sounds like hell. Like, he just reminds me of how life and mortality is fleeting. I really wish we didn't have to go hang out with him. His skin looks like paper and he smells like butterscotch, and I hope that he actually dies. To not just put him out of his misery, but so that we don't have to be constantly reminded of how fleeting life is. Like, I don't want to sound like that. So hopefully we're on the recovery road. I feel better. I was not feeling so hot for about a week there. I felt like I had a really bad, like, respiratory thing, and it's just the pollen, man. The pollen here in Virginia is just psychotic. I have 4 bombs. If I can save myself a heart by bombing into this curse room, that would be exceptional. If I could save myself a heart by bombing into this side, where the hell is the secret room, man? So yeah, man, speaking of sick, this morning I had to take Sir Doodle of Bug, my youngest son Rory, in for a minor surgery, so I wanted to take a second to thank everybody who made an effort to go on social media and send best wishes his way. It wasn't anything big. I mean, it sucked that we had to do it at all, but it was what it was. We did it. It was over with. But yeah, I don't know, man. As a dad, I take great pride in the fact that I know that if zombies or grizzly bears or cobras come in the front door, or home intruders come in the front door, that I can murder those things with my bare hand and my murder hands. Murder home intruders. I can kill those things. Like, those things present a threat to my family and will hurt my sons and my wife, and I can take my bare hands and I can strangle the life out of them. Like, that makes sense to me. I understand that. But when it comes to, like, minor surgery, I can't find minor surgery where it lives and be like, listen here, you son of a bitch, that's my son. You know, I want to be Liam Neeson in Taken, but I can't be Liam Neeson in Taken to the concept of surgery. So there's but so much I can do to help Bug out. The missus had to be the tough one today and kind of gut through that. Let's go ahead and pop the Emperor card, because I don't think we're taking it with us. We're doing enough damage that I feel like we've got the Spirit Hearts right now. There's nothing that says we're going to have the Spirit Hearts by the time we get here. We could be whittled away down to 3 Spirit Hearts by then. I was really hoping not to fight something as tough as Mega Fatty, but I'd like to hold on to my Spirit Hearts long enough to maybe get a deal with the devil. The new subs, some of the new subs who are a little more abrasive than others have been kind enough to point out that I think one dude who sounded like he was going to sell me handmade rugs in his name wanted me to know that I suck shit. I am not a very fast. I challenged you into a speed run, and then it took me a second to realize I'm really bad at speed running. So I'm more of a min-maxy thorough player kind of guy. Oh, these pills could be bad. Pretty Fly is great. We have one of these laying on the floor back there. Amnesia. All right. Well, we know not to take that, and both of those deal with the devil items are borderline atrocious. Because we have Mom's Key, I'm actually going to go ahead and spend the money necessary to get these out. We got our keys back, plus money, plus a Spirit Heart. See, I mean, this is what I'm talking about, is that Mom's Key is so good. I don't know that Ares is also a speed upgrade. It feels like it probably is, based on the amount of speed we have right now. I'm looking for, like, Holy Mantle, I guess, would be a good thing to pair with that. Holy Mantle is an item that you can take that allows you to take 1 free hit of damage per room, and you refresh it every single time you leave the room. So maybe with like that and the virus, that would be good enough. We don't necessarily need to come back down here and get Amnesia back. This is my favorite Justin Timberlake song, by the way. Getting Amnesia back. Yeah, I apologize. I can't take back what we just did there. I actually was doing, I think I've told this story plenty of times to the old school denizens before, but I was actually doing karaoke one time, and a friend told me that she had signed me up for Brown Eyed Girl, which is my default karaoke jam, dog. And she actually signed me up for Justin Timberlake's Cry Me a River, and I had had just enough to drink that I decided that I needed to go ahead and try to sing the way that JT sings. And there's a reason that that man has women throw themselves at him and also makes the fat stacks. And it's because he's an exceptional singer, and as it turns out, I am not. Cricket's Body is a terrific pickup here. It means that our shots explode on the end, and we do splatter damage. Did I go in here? Dude, I can't remember if I went in here. I did not go in here, so here's to hoping. That is another Pretty Fly, which makes coming in here worthwhile. And that, my friends, is Guppy's Collar. We can now fly. We do crazy damage, and our tears, every time our tears connect, we'll actually unleash a fly that will ravage our enemies. So, if you haven't seen this yet, you are in for a treat. Have I done this room? I need a room where I've not decimated everything yet. I haven't been to the shop yet either. Watch this. Watch this nonsense. And now we will literally just walk from room to room. I will be surprised if we don't end up just manhandling the game from here on out. I don't want any of these items, and it's too early to devote any money to the slot machine because we may still have shops left to go to. We're not moving, surprise, surprise, we're not moving fast enough to go to Boss Rush. Boss Rush means if you beat the Depths Part 2 in less than 20 minutes, then you can earn the opportunity to pick from 4 items and in return do battle with all of the bosses that happen in those first couple of levels. It's pretty hairy, and you don't necessarily want to do it unless you are already kind of balling out of control. There we go. I just need to shut those things down. Yeah, we would have to start hauling booty hole. I mean, I guess we could. I'm not going to rule it out, but it's a long shot. That said, we are really going to start just destroying the game from room to room. There's nothing that says that we shouldn't be able to move quickly from here on out. Our shop's going to be real because we actually had a greed or a mini boss fight somewhere on the floor, so that means that our shop is going to be legit. The ability to fly is going to save us from taking any real damage on any of these rooms. Ipecac, this is so screwy. I can't believe I took it, but here we go. Sticks would never let me live it down. We are going to shoot Ipecac, and it is going to explode, and it is going to do explosive splatter damage. Oh my god, this is so dangerous, and yet at the same time, it's kind of super fun. I am going to take Mom's purse. We have not picked up a trinket yet. That does not mean we won't. Oh my gosh, that's so dangerous. Alright, let's, I've taken a sure win, and I've made it kind of iffy. That said, our flies are going to do mad damage. I mean, just a disgusting amount of damage. So, anytime we can generate them and hold on to them, that is stupendous. Because ultimately, we won't want to fire shots unless we absolutely have to. Like, that's kind of our deal now, is we'll fire shots when we must. Otherwise, we're going to try to basically stay alive. Like, that's going to be enough. We're doing just a stupid amount of damage. We're never going to make it through the next floor in 30 seconds. So, let's go ahead and backtrack. Let's not be stupid about how we're doing this. Let's go ahead and see the rest of the floor. Make sure there's nothing important or vital that we're missing. Oh, that's not going to help us. There we go. We'll go ahead and pick up our consumables. Maybe look for our second secret room if it doesn't impair us too much to do so. Look for spirit hearts. We're definitely in a place where we're going to need that. I don't even want that bomb. Okay, I want that bomb enough to go get it. It's an unsafe spot for the most part. Yeah, if we can conserve our health, this is a ridiculously one run. I can't. Other than conserving health, there's nothing left to be done. I just gotta shoot from a distance and make sure that I back up. I guess there's... Okay. Okay, this is where the flies are super important because we can't just fire all willy-nilly. There we go. Anytime we can get things off at a distance, that's great. Judgment, sure. We're gonna need to pay off judgment here pretty quick. So, oh shit, Dingle. Ain't nobody got time for your nonsense, Dingle. Wow, this is so nuts. I'm not necessarily enjoying this run. I need you to know that. I need you to know that I'm doing this run. I'm doing this run for the lulz. This is one of those things where I promised, I said that I would try my best to put together interesting runs. This is a fine example of that. That felt like that could have been the second secret room. Let's go ahead and do I care enough? Do I care enough to go this direction? I guess so. For a card. Is the card worth it? The Magician? It most certainly isn't. Let's call that what it is. That was a wasted bit of time. Okay, let's... Judgment. We only got one shop left, so we might as well see if maybe we can get some health out of this guy. Maybe he'll pay off with breakfast. We can use Guppy's Paw, and that in turn will give us 3 more spirit hearts so that we can almost assuredly do damage to ourselves and then not feel too guilty about how far we set ourselves back. That said, I really need him to pay out sooner rather than later. Okay, that's Butterbean. Widely considered the worst item in the game. All it does is gives a little bit of knockback to anything that might be hanging out near us. It doesn't even do damage. Doesn't even do damage. It just does a little bit of knockback, and that is all, folks. That is a useless item. Oh, that's frustrating. It's not, like, super frustrating. Like, I'm not, Oh god, okay, yeah, I don't care. I don't care enough. I kind of care. Okay, I care just a little bit. I care enough to try to shoot over there. Okay, I didn't want that to be the super secret room. There's 2 secret rooms on each floor. Oh my god. There's 2 secret rooms on each floor. One is always flanked by 3 rooms, and one is flanked by 1 room. I'm gonna see if I can find the other one just to kind of show you. That's not it. Where are you, man? You're normally nearer to the boss room. So let's see if maybe you're up here. No, up here. There we are. So many red hearts, and we have no use for them. Alright, let's scoot. Who do we decimate in here? Mask of Infamy? Was that our chosen one? Was that our offered up sacrifice? My lord. What a devastating run that we just put together all over Mask of Infamy's head. And that's normally like a really tough boss. Not a really tough boss, but it's a significantly tough boss. There's no reason not to collect our consumables, because I can't imagine there being anything that I'm actually afraid of. I am more afraid of any damage we would do to ourselves than any boss we're going to face from here on out. Oh god. The devil is more useful to me than magician. Oh. Styx, I hope you're happy. Styx always complains when I don't take Ipecac. Now I've taken Ipecac, and my anus is a pucker. With Cain, we need... most assuredly, we need to take him to the dark level. We need to take everybody to the dark level, so... especially... Oh, God. Okay, well, that's... You know what? I'm pleased. That is the first time that we've managed to do damage to ourselves. I'm surprised it hasn't happened more frequently and more recently. I'm gonna blow up all these skulls because I'm looking for black hearts at this point. We didn't find any, but we have to be on the lookout. We have to be on the lookout for any place that we can pick up... Right now, my big thing is I would want mapping, or I would want the... I would want mapping, or I would want the compass. I would want anything that makes kind of knowing where we're going more easy. If only for the fact that I don't want to have to go deal with the entire floor at this rate if I don't have to. I want to hit our major rooms, and I want to go. Alright, so here we go. Our one... The only Lost run that we've won, I think I've discussed the Lost before. The Lost is a character that we... Yeah, sure. Well, I probably should have picked this up, but this is going to be the last chance we really have to use money anyway. The Lost is a character that physically is not allowed to take damage or he dies. Ghost Baby's fine, or Dry Baby's fine. Ghost Baby, it's like I summoned him. Was hiding inside one of these skulls, so we got 2 items from this room. Neither one of them game breaking or good, but also neither one of them really all that bad either. I'm hoping for something good in here. I didn't get it. I guess we'll take these things because we're out of reasons or we're out of places to spend money. This will be our last shop, so we'll go ahead and put as much money as we can in the okay, we're done. Put as much money as we can in the donation machine. We don't need the battery. I don't know what that pill is, and the ladder allows us to fly. Big freaking... Or allows us to cross gaps. Big freaking whoop. We can fly. Every gap is crossable to us. So yeah, we had a Lost run, and the only Lost run that we managed to win, I want to say I didn't take Ipecac, but it was something that ultimately, if we get Mom's Knife or if we get Brimstone, we won't have this Ipecac shot anymore, but we will have like the world's most powerful attack. So I've long since picked up a newfound respect. I don't see the point in going back to deal with all that. Let's go ahead and just fight Mom and be done with it. That's it. That's as fast as that run goes. We got to pick the negative and then take us down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? Yeah. Sadly, yeah, we are still very much in a place where... Oh, there's a tinted rock. Tinted rocks on this floor don't look different. They just have that little X in the corner. It takes some time to sort those out, man. It took me forever to learn how to see those. Because we can fly and because we have Mom's key, I'm going to take all of this. Dark Bum would be a nice pickup. Dark Bum picks up red hearts and turns them into normally spirit hearts, sometimes black hearts, sometimes live spiders because he's kind of a dick. Man, our flies do so much damage. I love it so much. I'm going to blow up some rocks along the way, too. You'll see that and you'll think, Taffy, why the hell are you taking time to blow up rocks that aren't tinted? Occasionally, there is a crawl space down there where you get a secret item the way you would in like an old Zelda game. Occasionally, you get a black market down there where you actually can trade health away for items, but there's a lot of them, and it's a lot of the shop items, which means that they're normally pretty good. well, let me rephrase. They're not normally pretty good, but they are essentially normally. We might as well. We've got so many. We got so many keys. Guppy's tail gives you the Guppy transformation, which we already have, but it also gives you more golden chests. And since we have Mom's key, it seems silly not to pick those up. Golden chests have a tendency to give you a lot of items. There are a lot of good items in there. We could pick up. What do we want? What do we want out of there? I guess we could pick up Fate, which normally gives you the ability to fly. We don't really need that, but what we could get out of it is we could get an eternal heart, which at the end of the floor would turn into a regular heart that we could then transform using Guppy's paw into 3 spirit hearts. It's been a long time since I've actually felt the need to explain the game. It's actually kind of fun. Alright, so let's see what we can do about maybe destroying Skull-X here. We can only aim for his bungus. There's his bungus. We have now hit his bungus, and now he's dead. Wow, that's so much. That's so fast. I'm going to take the health before I come in here. I was really hoping for the not Krampus fight, but we were doing so much damage, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh no. No, 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 no. That's not how we roll, dog. I'm going to roll with Guppy's head because I can take any health that we get and turn it into spirit hearts. Krampus's head is a 4-way brimstone shot that you can use once every 6 rooms. It used to be much better when it was a much slower, or a much faster cooldown. You could use it every 3 rooms, I think, back in the day. Not worth it so much now. Yeah, sure. I don't know what could possibly be in all of these, but we'll take a look-see doodle. That's actually free health. That is this is the purple heart, which means we'll get more champion bosses, but also means we'll get more payouts. All right, what do we got here? We've got, this is Pandora's box. Pandora's box pays out differently depending on which floor you're on. I'm gonna take it with me. Let's go ahead. We'll pop Guppy's paw. We'll take Pandora's box with us. If we use it on the next floor, if we use it on Shoal Part 1, we'll actually get a Devil Room quality item, which is a pretty good deal, man. It's the difference. I mean, ultimately, normally when I'm in this situation, what I like to do is I like to keep red hearts off the table entirely. Yeah, might as well at this rate. Yeah. Wow, we are like mega Guppy at this point. Alright, so here's the deal now, is that we have 10 lives. Every time we die after this, we'll come back. We'll only come back with 1 heart, so we'd really prefer not to test the waters with whether or not we can survive from here on out. But it gives us some long-term survivability, and it actually, because we have been rolling on just spirit hearts, gave us a heart of health. If we had had like 8 red hearts, it would have brought us down to 1. So you got to be really careful about when and where you decide to pick up 9 lives. Are you serious? I was gonna say, man. Ipecac shot to the face, you just shrug that shit off. You're like the toughest minion of all time. Mom is not paying you nearly enough. We have optimal money. I don't know that I can pick up anymore. I don't know that I want to mess with Fate. That feels like Fate. We should take that the rest of the way. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to get in here and take money to pick up this, so we'll just think back fondly to a time where we had optimal cash. If we're not going to be carrying around 69 cents, we might as well try to find money equals power. There's Fate I was telling you about. That's going to complete our eternal heart and give us a red heart. It also means that we can't get in here, so I'm a dingus a little bit, but it's not like we really are hurting to go fight that room. Man, I need not shot speed up. That's like the last thing I need from here on out. I don't need to fire any faster than I do, and I certainly don't need them coming back on me. Oh, man. I was thinking to myself when I picked up Cricket's head, I was just like, you know what's nice is having Cricket's body, is having this splash effect and not having any sort of weird explosive tear effect. And then in the next room, we get Ipecac, which gives us these explosive shots. If you're new and you're here from Ian's channel, you saw the effects of this in our race seed. Oh, this is just massive explosive tear effect. Alright, let's go ahead and just decimate Mom. This is not even going to be something... Wow, I didn't even get a chance to shoot. Because our flies do that much damage. So, we'll go to the next floor. I don't anticipate this being A, very hard, or B, very long. Sex. We picked up a black heart. We get the razor blade, which is bad. It allows us to do... I don't even know how it works these days. I know how it used to work. It used to work that... you used it to hurt yourself, and it gave you not permanent, it gave you a damage upgrade based on the room. Like, for that one room, you got a damage upgrade. I think now it might be something along the lines of, if you use it then you do damage to people in the room, or maybe that's blood rights. I just know that I never use it. It's an item that allows you to hurt yourself in exchange for doing damage to the enemies on the floor. I don't normally trust myself to do it like that. I mean, I guess if I was Samson and doing damage to myself both gave me the damage upgrade from the spacebar item plus gave me the damage upgrade from Rage, which means that Samson, every time he gets hurt on a floor, gains a semi-permanent damage upgrade for that floor, I would be okay with that. But what can we? What's even left? Oh, I guess we can come in here. Yeah, you know what? Book of Belial. It takes away the razor blade. It at least gives us something. I can't even think of what else there could possibly be in here. I guess the health is worth it as long as I don't take damage the rest of the way. We'll give up 1 red heart for the Book of Belial. Book of Belial is a 1-room damage upgrade. If we'd had it earlier, it would have ensured that we could have taken deals with the devil. It makes sure that the deals with the devil open up at the end of each floor. That's not going to be effective for us now, but it's certainly better, in my opinion, than the razor blade is. We're not going to need it. Let's put it that way. Let's just be completely clear about the fact that we're not going to need it. This doesn't really do anything for us. It rerolls the items in the room. The 2 dice rerolls all the items in this room. The 1 through 6 dice room all have different effects. Some of them reroll the entire floor. Some of them reroll all of the items in your run. Some of them... Oh, shit. Some of them reroll all the items, loose items on the floor. It's different from room to room, or from dice to dice. So yeah, you know, that one was just reroll all of the consumable items on the floor. You know, big freaking whoop. We're gonna poop all over the fallen here. Oh, okay, cool. That was actually Dry Baby that did that proc. Well, we just one-shot the second phase of Satan. I'm not. Can you forgive me if I feel a little snooty about how hard we're gonna wreck the game? And yet, that said, I feel like this is how hard you have to go on the game to ensure that you're gonna win, because otherwise the game could turn on you at any given moment. So, I can't even think of. Okay, Goathead. Goathead has the same effect as Book of Belial. It ensures that you'll always get a deal with the devil at the end of each floor. It doesn't matter right now because we don't have any guaranteed deals with the devil left. That's an amnesia pill. That's not so hot for us. And now, yeah, now we'll just begin the process of just destroying this game. Like, if I could, I would go fight Mega Satan. Forget me now. Yeah, sure. I mean, we've only been a couple of feet. Forget Me Now allows you to start the floor over again. It's super useful on the chests where you get 4 items at the beginning of each room, but that said, we're starting off with red chests, and right now we've gotten so many red chest items, I can't imagine what would possibly be left. It's actually gone through the, if I'm reading this correctly, it's gone through the entire red chest item pool and just gave us Juicy Sack, which leaves a slowing creep and spits out spiders, because we don't have any more red chest items to find. So, unfortunately, this version of the dark level has Curse of the Blind, Curse of the Lost. I don't know. We can't see the map is what I'm trying to get at. I don't think it matters. I just would, I would prefer to not sort of go through the song and dance of, oh, well, I hope we find the boss soon. It doesn't matter. We're literally walking into a room, killing everybody, and walking out. 2 of Spades doubles up our keys. We need that considering the fact that we are... Oh, geez. Yeah, sure. I can't imagine what would possibly be in these, like, item-wise that would make it worth our while. We'll get some health, which I guess makes it worth it. The Joker card is the card that allows you to go to a deal with the devil, even on the floors where there aren't traditionally deals with the devil. So we just one-shot Infamy. We get Infestation 2. Infestation 2 creates spiders. I don't remember how. It's either when we kill somebody or when we get hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's when we kill something. That seems right. Mom's Eye means occasionally will shoot out the back of our head. That's really bad, and I'm kind of upset with myself for taking it, because now we're going to surround ourselves with explosive death, no matter what we do. So, that means that sometimes when we put our back against the wall, we're going to fire a shot point blank into the wall, and it's going to hit us. And that was dumb. But, I've done it, and I can't go back on it. Nor do I kind of want to. because at that point, it's really this is the only false sense of oh man, the only false sense of drama that we're gonna end up creating here, because we are gonna kind of walk through the rest of this game. That almost worked out really. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so much stuff exploding everywhere. I'll take Mini Mush. Mini Mush is a speed and range upgrade. Anything to get the shots a little farther away from me a little bit faster. Oh, I accidentally found the secret room. Pyromaniac. Now that means that when our tears explode next to us, we'll not only not get hurt, but it could theoretically heal us. We don't need any more pretty flies. I don't know what this is. Tears upgrade is fine. We're not getting more than one shot off per room anyway. Explosive diarrhea. I mean, we'll take these, but it's not going to give us more flies as defensive orbitals. Alright, we're going to go ahead and roll with the Chariot card. I would love to pick up... I don't think I have that rune unlocked. The rune that allows us to lose... I really don't think I can be hurt by our tear effect now. There's a rune that takes off curses, and I really wish that we had that rune. But I don't think I've unlocked it yet, because I haven't run the challenges on this account. Shiminy Christmas. We are... just like we're walking in and our spiders and flies are doing so much damage that we're not being allowed to sort of to keep up. So here's Haunt. Haunt's gonna be a joke. I don't want to waste flies. And now we get sad bombs, which I don't think affects our pyromaniac shots, but it would affect our bombs if we had the ability or chance to use them. We're getting a lot of red chest spawns because of our guppy's tail situation, so we're getting a lot of items in each chest on this floor. Kamikaze, I can use that, right? I can spam that, right? Will that still hurt me? Oh my god. That's broken. Look at that. Because we have Pyromaniac, we can't be hurt by explosions. Kamikaze is a spacebar item that we can hit as much as we want and cause an explosion on us. Normally it would take health, that's why they call it Kamikaze. We don't need it, but in a different situation, this would be a totally broken scenario where we would want to walk in, hit people with that, and that would kill them. As it stands, if we walk anywhere near them right now, we are Guppy, Destroyer of Worlds. We are the things that your nightmares have nightmares about. So, I'm not sweating it, but that's good to know that Pyromaniac and Kamikaze makes a strange little combo, man. I'm kind of curious to see how that pans out in future uses. Here's the lamb. We owe the lamb this from last time because he made me sad before, so screw him forever. Big victory lap. We can't even be hurt. We can't even be hurt. We can't even hurt ourselves. We're freaking indestructible right now. We just blew ourselves into the chest, so that feels much better. That's more what I'm accustomed to on these runs. At least it got super interesting there towards the end. That's the big post-Isaac stretch. You're gonna hear this as a broken record for a little while, but I'm just so grateful for all the new subs that have shown up. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying your time here. Please feel free to go back and catch up on... That's so loud. Abel has now appeared in the basement. That's kind of heartbreaking. It's not a very good item. So grateful that all you guys have decided to show up. Please feel free to go back and check out our huge backlog of Isaac and Binding of Isaac Rebirth videos. We'll be hitting Afterbirth, the DLC that's showing up relatively soon, very, very hard, both on our live streams, which happen on the weekends, Sunday and Saturday from 2 to 5 Eastern, and then Tuesday and Wednesday nights from 7 to 10 Eastern, and we play Isaac, we play Hearthstone, we play anything we can get our hands on. That sounds like fun. So just happy to have a whole bunch of fresh new feet on the ground, and hoping you guys are enjoying things here. Let me know down in the comment section below if you feel any differently, or if you're just happy to have a new online home, man. Anyway, on behalf of the OG denizens of the cave, the new G denizens of the cave, and myself, my name is McLaffyTaffy. I will catch you next time, and I am out.